So we already know there is no school tomorrow. Yay, all that fun stuff. Now, the weather reports, if you've been paying attention to them and them changing every couple hours. Okay, 1 minute you're, going to be snowed in with 8 inches, and the next thing there's nothing, and then there's more, and then there's less, and that don't make any sense. Well, first and second period did their voting, and by the time third period came in to do this, the weather report had changed. Now it is still what third period said. What first and second had to base theirs on a chance of 3 to 6 or 4 to 8 inches. First period, y'all's is the same. It says the chance of precipitation is 100%, but they're only looking at 1, 2, 3 inches of snow. That's it. It drops. Then Friday, we have a mixture of rain and snow in the afternoon. You look at your temps, because I told you to pay attention to the temps. Your highs come, Saturday is 38, 22. It's going to be really cold. But come Sunday through about Wednesday, because Thursday's already changed, you're looking at temps in the mid to upper 40s, but your lows down to 32 and lower.
So maybe what it did last year?
And I think it's gonna melt and then refreeze and then melt and refreeze.
I don't know. There's a big system of rain coming in afterwards. So it could freeze, or it could take what's there and just completely wash it away. It could really do many different things. So the 3 areas that we've been decided to narrow it down to is you will only be out tomorrow when it hits, and then it'll all be gone come Monday, and we'll be back at school.
Oh no.
This one, 2 to 4 days, we'll be out Monday plus maybe Tuesday, Wednesday of the next week. We'll come back sometime next week, but not Monday. And this is, we'll be out all next week, see, after Martin Luther King on the 21st. Because after next week is off Monday for Martin Luther, and then we come back on the 21st. So, out Friday, we'll come back Monday. Out Friday, Monday, we'll be back Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Or we're out all next week because this stuff is going to refreeze and we're going to be trapped. Who knows? We could have a tornado Sunday. We have no idea what could happen. I mean, come on, it's crazy. All right. Other than those 2 special ones. All right. Who says we will only be out on Friday and we will return to school on Monday?
Y'all are actually praying on our downfall.
This wasn't what you want to happen. This is what, based on the information that we have, you think is going to happen. We want valid. Okay, so it's not like what we wish, but what we see actually happening.
What do you?
All right, out of Friday, back Monday. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Wow.
This is a genuine question. When you said that tonight it had 100% that P word, what was that P word?
Precipitation.
What's that?
Means rain.
Snow. Anything coming from the sun. Rain, snow, sleet. It's going to happen tonight. Yes, and then over the night. Okay, this one is we'll be out Monday, and we'll come minimum back is Tuesday, if not sometime next week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13.
At least 2.
Wait, we could have a sleepover till Wednesday.
Okay.
We can have a sleepover till what?
We ain't coming back next week. See you on the 21st.
Wait, I already voted.
There's one.
I want that.
One hopeful person. All right, I gotcha. All right, so hopefully, if we come to school, we don't come to school Monday, it would be nice if they would tell us before Monday morning. So, yeah.
No, they're gonna tell us Monday morning if we.
Yeah, at like 6:30 when half the teachers are trying to get to Tupelo.
Yeah. Okay, so like.
I leave at 6:15. 6:30 doesn't work for me.
I'm awake at 5:45.
I leave at 7.
You just be quiet. Nobody's talking to you. Yes, ma'am. Bathroom. Yeah. All right, let's look at homework. We did our weather predictions, and the people at home got to hear all of our chatter. I feel sure they feel as like they're part of the class now. All right, angle relationships day 2, and we are going to start with the homework check from last night. So your packets were to be open on page 4. And Sylvie, I know you were out yesterday. I think you'll pick up on this pretty easily if you haven't watched class from yesterday, but it's on there. Okay, on question 1, and I plan to ask you a bunch of random questions as we do this. Thank you. On number 1, we want to know which pair of angles is not supplementary. What does it mean by supplementary? What does that mean, Marley? Very good. When we add them together, we're looking for 180 degrees. So on this problem, we're looking for the one that is not 180 degrees. Liza? C is correct. If you add 72 and 118, you get 190. That's bigger than a straight line, so it's not supplementary. Number 2, which of the following is a complement of 49? What does it mean to be a complement? Mary Liddy.
A complement is when you add the 2 angles together and it equals 90 degrees.
Very good. We are looking for a sum of 90 degrees. So 49 plus something is going to give us 90. What is that something? Jimmy. The 41, because 41 plus 49 is 90.
49.
What do we know is also 90 degrees?
Right angle.
A right angle. Very good. Question number 3. Which of the following is a pair of supplementary angles? Pair, so the 1 and the 2 have to form supplementary. Chase.
A because it's a straight line.
A because it is a straight line. You are correct. And we can visualize that half circle effect, and we know half circles are 180 degrees. All right, staying on this question for a minute. Yesterday, we talked about supplementary angles, complementary angles, vertical angles, and adjacent angles. Supplementary, we said, have a sum of 180. Complementary have a sum of 90. And then we had vertical and adjacent. Option B on this question is showing which of the angle relationships from yesterday. Tristan?
Vertical?
They are not vertical. If they're vertical, you're going to see lines intersecting. You'll see a bunch of X's. Malak? They are adjacent. If we remember, adjacent angles are going to share a vertex. So they share this vertex down here, but they're also going to share one side and not overlap, and that's the side that it shares. So that's adjacent. What about C? What is the relationship in C, Micah?
Adjacent.
They are adjacent, but more specifically, what else are they?
Complementary.
They're complementary, meaning they...
They make 90.
How do you know that they make 90 when there's no numbers?
Box in it.
Thank you, the box inside of it. D, what relationship is there between angle 1 and angle 2? Jimmy? They are vertical angles. Since 1 and 2 are vertical, what does that tell me about their measurements? Mary Liddy? They are equal. Very good. Number 4, we want the angles that are not complementary. So they are not 90 degrees. Marley? D is not 90 degrees. It's 92. Number 5. Did anybody struggle with this particular question? I had a few people in the other classes, they just kind of admitted, yeah, I got stuck. So everybody got the right answer on here.
I got B.
I got B.
I got
I heard
bumblebee.
D.
I got B.
I got B as in boy.
I got
Hmm.
fog. B as in boy.
Okay.
B as in butterscotch.
Good. Okay, let's take a look at this one because I want to go over it for anybody who's at home and kind of curious about what in the world and how you got B. If we're looking for complementary angles, what in here do we need to be looking for? Because there's no numbers. Mary Liddy.
Well, if you're looking for complementary angles, you look for the angles that form a right angle
Okay, how do I know there's a right angle in this problem?
because there's a square.
Yeah, the square is in here. My ones who are sitting there chatting, please stop. It's disruptive and being picked up on the microphone. Okay, so if we look at that, and this is primarily for the people sitting at home who don't know what they're doing yet because they're not in class. We want to find what makes the right angle and what is not in that right angle. The E is nowhere there. So E is not part of the angle. But if I look, we have this angle, and then we have this angle that make the right angle, which tells us B is definitely the answer. But I'm glad everybody said the answer was B. Means you knows what you's doing. Number 6. I want the pair of angles that are supplementary. What did you say supplementary meant, Liza?
Equals 180.
They subtract to 180, they multiply to 180, they divide, they have an exponent. How do you get 180 with them?
I added them.
They add to 180. Very good. And which one did you get?
C.
C is the correct answer. Very good. Okay, let's flip the page. And we're going to look at page 5. Now, what I want to know is what angle relationship do you have on number 1, and how did you get your answer? Okay. Marley, what angle relationship do you see on number 1? It is complementary. So how are you going to find the missing piece?
I subtracted 35 from 90.
Very good. And 90 minus 35 gave you what answer? 55 degrees. Excellent. All right, John Henry, number 2. What angle relationship is shown? Good. It is supplementary. So how did you find the missing angle?
180 minus 120.
180 minus 120 gave you what angle? 60 degrees. Beautiful. Number 3, Juju, what relationship?
Complementary.
Complementary. And how did you find your answer?
The 90 minus 27.
90 minus 27, which is what?
16. I mean 63.
63 degrees. I gotcha.
I think I know.
All right, number 4. Wow, now they've got 2 intersecting lines. I've got 4 angles. Where is angle BEA? This is why we spent some time learning those names yesterday. Miriam, where is angle BEA?
I don't know how to explain it, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like that.
No, I'm following you. This section right in here. So, how did you go about finding this, Miriam?
So if DEA is 145, then CEG is 145
Okay, why would CEB also be 145 degrees?
because they're adjacent.
Not adjacent.
Vertical.
They're vertical. Okay.
And then I did the half circle method.
Okay, so if we have a whole circle, you said you looked at just half of the circle? Okay. And how did that help you?
So half if a full circle is 260 degrees and a half circle is 180, so I did 180 minus 145.
Very good. Half a circle, 180. You subtracted 145, and what did that give you?
35.
It is a 35 degree angle. Good explanation. Number 5. How did you get your answer? Juju.
Yippee!
It's complimentary.
Very good. It is complimentary.
And I did 90 minus 67,
Very good.
which is 23.
25?
23.
23. You must have said that. My hearing must be bad. All right, number 6. Olivia.
It's complimentary, and I got it by subtracting 90 minus 54 is 36.
Excellent job. Very good. All right, number 7. Jonah.
Oh yeah. You should try 65 from 180
Why did you subtract 65 from 180?
because it's a supplementary angle. And
Very good.
It says, yeah.
And what was your angle measure?
115.
115 degrees.
1738.
All right, number 8. Brissa. It is complimentary.
And I got 42.
How did you get 42 degrees?
90 52 is the first one that's right, and then I did minus 48, and I got 42.
Excellent job. And number 9. Chase, finish this up.
I got supplementary.
Okay, so you use, let's see, we're looking for VYW. Okay, so you use the half circle and the fact that those two are supplementary. Excellent.
I did 180 minus 100. And
Very-
I got 80 degrees.
Very good. Excellent job. Okay, we are going to keep with the terms of complementary, supplementary, and vertical. Okay? Except we're going to use those relationships to find the value of x. I know, we're so excited because you know what that means we have to do? Yes, we have to write and solve equations. All right, we're going to go to page 6. And on the top of page 6, it tells you to find the value of x, but I added something to my slides in red. Anytime you are told to find the value of x, you need an equation and you need to solve it. Okay? We're going to have lots of problems that ask us to find the value of x, so get used to writing the equations and solving them. All right, I'm going to scoot my slide over a little bit. So I hope I don't make anybody too dizzy. And the first thing that I want us to be looking at on number 1 is the relationship between the two angles, complementary, supplementary, or vertical. It is complementary. Okay, so since the relationship on question number 1 is complementary, that means we're going to take two angles, add them together, and get how much? We're going to get 90 degrees. Okay? Now, I've got two angles over here. The first angle is measured at 49 degrees. The second angle has an expression, 2x plus 3. Those are the two parts of the equation I'm going to make. I'm going to place 2x plus 3 as my first angle blank, and then 49 is my second angle blank. Okay, so I'm setting up the equation. And the next step I want us to practice, I know some of us are going to see some different things here, but one thing I would like you guys kind of get in the habit of is once you've got this set up, do you have any like terms to combine?
Yes.
Okay, what are those like terms? Very good. A positive 3 and a positive 49. When I do that, I end up with 2x plus what? 52 equals 90.
Wow, this is easy.
It is. our goal though is just we have to keep identifying those relationships and just plug in pieces in. And now we're back to the stuff that we were studying in December. It was on the quizzes, the ones that we kept getting wrong because we forgot to put x equals. Those problems. All right, so if I go to solve this, I got my lines for those that need to see their lines. What's the first number we're going to remove from this problem? Micah?
52.
How?
You subtract 52.
Good.
And you also do that to the 9.
Very good. We're going to do the inverse and get rid of the 52. That is going to give me 2x equals 38. Okay, 2x is equal to 38. What do I want to do now, Mary Liddy?
Divide by 2.
Divide the 2 off. And that's going to leave us with x being equal to
19.
19.
$19 fortnight car.
Very good. This is just going to be a lot of practice of this. Do these get more intense over the years? Absolutely. Wouldn't be math if we didn't make it harder.
Yay.
All right, I'm going to erase this work so we can do question number 2. Okay. I'll put my C back over here. Hello. Okay. First question I want you to ask yourself on question number 2. Is that a complementary, supplementary, or vertical relationship? That is, in fact, a supplementary relationship, which tells me what about my 2 angles? They add to equal 180. So I have an angle plus an angle equals 180. And if I look, I have one angle marked as x minus 5, and then I have the other angle marked as 151. So x minus 5 goes in one blank. 151 goes in the other blank. And what's the first thing we want to look for? Like terms. Do you have any?
Yes.
What are they?
-5.
Good. I'm going to combine -5 and 151. And that will give me the equation x what? Plus 146 equals 180. Very good. And now instead of a 2-step problem, you got a 1-step problem. How are you going to solve that? Very good. Minus the 146 from both sides. And x is equal to 34. So x equals.
Some more random on my paper.
Might help to get I might have to do like a sheet of notebook paper if you need the extra room, and just put like the page number and then work it and we just staple it to the back. All right. I'm going to erase this because it won't move when I move my slide. Now, if you need a little cheat sheet, I came up with a little cheat sheet in the last class, and a couple people really liked it. It just kind of like bounced into my head. If your relationship is complementary, okay, you're going to do angle plus angle equals 90. If it is supplementary, angle plus angle equals 180. But what do you know about 2 vertical angles? The V is where it comes in a little bit different. What do you know about 2 vertical angles? They're equal. So when I go to write an equation on verticals, it's going to be angle equals angle. So it kind of gives you a blueprint to use throughout these. Okay? I like my little blueprint. Anybody need a minute to get that part? Okay. Then we're erasing. We're going to go to number 3. Move that over. There is number 3. And on number 3, what is the relationship between the two angles? Mary Liddy? Okay, these are complementary, which tells us what's going to happen with these angles. How would that basic format be? Liza?
X plus 2 was 25.
Plus how much?
25.
Very good. And it has to equal how much?
90.
Very good. You got two angles that are going to equal 90, and you said you had a 25 and an x plus 2. And I like it. I think it's a good idea. If only one of them has a variable, put that one first.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
So like, when I did page 11 on accent last night,
Uh-huh.
and it was like this, I was confused. Like, I wasn't confused, but I did it in a different way.
Did you do 90 minus 25 and found out that x plus 2 had to equal 65? Okay. That is perfectly fine. It's still going to get you the same answer. The one reason I like to do it this way and have everybody kind of jump in on that combining like terms part is when we get into more of this, whenever it is that we come back to school, whether it be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the 21st of January, who knows? When we look at our two angles, both of them are going to have a variable in them. So then all of a sudden, we're absolutely going to have to start combining like terms in order to get the equation down. Okay? But your method works if there's only one angle with a variable. You're good. Okay, if I combine these like terms, what do we get as an equation? Very good. X plus 27 equals 90. And how do we solve this, Charlie?
So we subtract 27 from 90.
Very good. Subtract 27 from 90. And we end up with x equals 63. Very good. All right, let's look at the next 3. 4, 5, and 6. I am going to give you guys as groups, or yourself if that's what you've chosen, to work on 4, 5, and 6.
I already did them.
That's fine. Probably only about 5 minutes, and then we'll look at them and move on to the next thing, okay? All right, pausing for a little bit. Okay, let's take a look at just 4, 5, and 6. Okay, what I want, all I want you to tell me is what equation did you set up, and then what value of x did you get? Okay, Mary Liddy, what equation did you write for this?
For number 4,
Yes, ma'am.
I said 4x plus 148 equals 180.
That is the correct equation. That would work here. I mean, there is another one, but that's perfect. What did you get for x?
Whenever I worked it out, I got x equals 8.
Perfect. X is 8. Okay, number 5. Juju, what did you do here?
Alright, so here we go.
I'll hear you out.
So I did 180 minus 35, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And you get 145, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I did 145 minus 3, which is 142. So I got x equals 142.
Okay, the unfortunate part on here, if you look at this problem, okay, and you've got that 180, 180 is half of a circle, correct? Okay, well, if I look at half of a circle right here, do you know anything about this angle? No. Do you know anything about this angle? No. So unfortunately, in order to use 180, we have missing information. Okay? So I want you to look a little, I'm going to erase my lines. Do you notice something about the angles that you see? What do you notice?
The box.
You see the box. Okay. So your equation, instead of being set to 180, needs to be set to 90. Because we're looking at this angle combined to this angle to equal the the 90.
Alright, so I did 90 minus 35 minus 3, which is 52.
Good. So one of the equations we could have set up was x plus 3 plus 35 is 90. You could put x plus 38 is 90. But anyway, you solve it, you get Juju's answer of 52. Beautiful. Number 6.
Sir, yes,
I
sir.
heard from you. Let's,
Ready for Diddy.
Miriam. What equation do you have for number 6, my dear?
X minus 8 plus 170 is 180.
That is a fabulous equation. And when you solved it, what did you end up with as x?
X equals 81.
X equals 81. Very good. Okay, hold off on this page. I want you to flip over to page 7. We're still finding the value of x. We're still writing equations, but these are what type of angles now?
Adjacent. Oh, vertical.
Vertical.
Sorry.
And if you remember that cheat sheet I wrote for you with the C, the S, and the V, if these are vertical angles, what do we know about two vertical angles? They equal each other. So we're going to have angle equals angle for vertical. I'm going to take that equal sign away because that's just me. All right, on number 1. We have a 95-degree angle is vertical to the x minus 45. All right, so John Henry, you say you get it? What would the equation be? It's confidence, you got this.
Come on, John Henry. You got this. It would be 360.
Remember, the blue angle is equal to the other blue angle.
95. I mean, x minus 45 equals 90.
There you go. He said since they're equal, the x minus 45 is going to equal the 95. That is the equation. I know it's supposed to be blue, but it does come out purple. I agree 100%. It is pretty. Okay, if we solve this, what is the value of x? Yes, Juju.
I'm gonna do it the way you do it, right?
It's fine. I just want to know what x is. John Henry handed us a fabulous equation. I want you to solve it.
So, do I say the answer or do I explain the answer?
Either or.
This is 140.
X is 140. Very good.
Whoa, could you just add 95 plus 40?
Correct. All right. On the another one, the 141-degree angle and the 2x plus 1 angle. What's the relationship?
Vertical.
They're vertical, which means they are
Equal each other.
equal to each other. Let's see. Emerson, what equation would I write here when Juju said they're vertical, so they're equal to each other?
2x plus 1 equals 140.
Excellent. 2x plus 1 equals 141. That's fabulous. I know you know it. And Wesley knows it too. I want to give everybody a chance. Mary Liddy says she knows it. Oop, Marley knows it.
I know.
Emerson knows. Livia knows. Sylvia knows.
Micah knows.
Micah knows. Malak knows.
Jonah knows.
I would spin the wheel, but it would kill my video. I don't know how we get through class with these two. And if anybody at home is wondering, Micah and Jonah are reporting each other's noses at the moment.
Micah knows, Jonah knows. Micah knows, Jonah knows. Micah knows, Jonah knows. Micah knows,
All right.
Jonah knows. Micah knows.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Jonah knows.
I am so glad there is not video to this class because we would. Oh, it'd be a wrap. I am, but there's no like video of the actual class. It's the screen and audio of our room, so they just got all that. Marley, what did you get for X, please?
For X, I got 70.
That is the correct answer. Very good. X is 70. Okay. Complementary angles. Tristan, tell me about complementary angles real quick, please.
Complementary angles is when they combine where they complement each other to equal 90.
Correct. They add up to 90. What about supplementary angles? Sarah? They add up to 180. Vertical angles are what? Malak? Yep, they're vertical to each other. Excellent job. Okay, here's what you're going to work on. All right, I want pages 6, 7, and 11 done. No, page 11, you're going to have to do one extra step. You're just telling me an angle measure. Just be careful to find the angle. Shh, girls. This needs to be done for our next class, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or the 21st. Whenever we come back to school, we're picking up here and then going more into this packet, okay?
Put us by quite a few days.
As whatever works. All right, you got the rest of the period to work on this.